You're a business trying to attract and acquire new talent, screen candidates, train and onboard new employees, and measure employee satisfaction. And you want to do it at scale, and you only want to use one tool. As it turns out, there is one tool that can help you handle all of these things. Hey, I'm Susie from Typeform, and today I'm going to walk you through how Typeform can help you throughout all of these stages of the employee experience so that you're keeping them engaged from the very first touch. So let's go through 4 easy ways to use Typeform to make the employee experience more personalized for candidates and more streamlined and efficient for you. There are so many businesses out there competing for top talent. It can be really hard to make your business stand out from the crowd. So why not create a candidate outreach form with video to help bring your brand to life? You can use our video question to record or upload a video of yourself or key members of your team to introduce your company and its culture. Hey, I'm Olivia from GlossyLocks. We started GlossyLocks with a really simple idea. Everyone deserves to feel good in their own hair, whatever that looks like for them. Our products are made with clean, ethically sourced ingredients, and we're big believers in transparency, sustainability, and taking care of the planet while we take care of your hair. By sharing some key points about your company culture and what's expected of the role, you can really provide a better sense of what it's like to work there and filter out those candidates who might not be the right fit. You can also add videos to introduce colleagues that candidates might work with, or provide a video tour of your office space. The sky is really the limit here in terms of what you want to showcase to candidates. So here I've added each video question with a statement answer type so that candidates can click through for a sort of interactive tour of your company before applying for the position. Part of this candidate outreach might also be accepting job applications. So once they've gone through the form and they have all the important information about the position and the company, they can apply for the position directly in the same form. In this case, we're going to use video questions and answers so that we can save some time during the applicant screening process. So here I have a simple question asking candidates why they feel like they're a good fit for the position. Okay, so we want to know, why do you feel like you're a good fit for this position? Feel free to talk a bit about your experience or the values that you may share with our brand that would make you the perfect candidate for the job. Just click the Record Your Answer button, and don't forget to give camera and microphone permissions to your browser. Oh, and make sure to keep it under 2 minutes. Thank you so much, and good luck with the application. So instead of getting a text-based answer here, I will select the video answer. This means that candidates will have to respond to this question on camera. This is important for a few reasons. For one, it gives you a sense of who the person is and how interested they really are in the position. A lot of the time when people are on a job hunt, they'll just send out a blast of applications without even really reading the job description. In this case, you're ensuring that you're getting an application from someone that is truly interested in the position and willing to put themselves out there during the application process. And secondly, it can save you a lot of time screening candidates because you're not having to jump on a call since you're already getting some key information about them from their video. And I also want to mention here that by putting myself on camera, I'm also trying to make them feel comfortable to do the same. So not only by explaining to them what I expect from their answer, but also by mirroring the behavior that I want to see from them, which is being on camera. So once you've received some video applications, you'll see them in your results tab here. Here you'll have the video as well as a transcript. You can click through to see all of the candidate application videos and even download the videos to share with other members of your team so that they can weigh in. You can also use the search feature to scan the form and the transcripts and look for any keywords that you think might be important for the application. Okay, so now you've found that standout candidate and you've hired them to be a part of your team. The next step will be onboarding and training. And once again, let's start with video. So firstly, it can be really hard to put a face to a name, especially if you're building a remote team. Here is the perfect opportunity to use video answers and get your new employees to record an introduction video about who they are and what team they'll be working on. Then you can check those videos in your results panel, download them, and upload them back into a new form as video questions. Then you can send this out to the rest of the company, maybe in a Slack message or something like a weekly or monthly email to introduce new hires. We do this at Typeform, and it's a really great way to get to know new employees. Another less glamorous but equally important part of the training and onboarding process is all of that health and safety and compliance training. For that, you can create a quiz to test employees, grade them, and then have a record of them completing this mandatory training. And you can do that all in knowledge quiz mode, which you can toggle on here. And you can switch modes at any time, either before or after you've added your questions. Once in this mode, you'll see that in question settings for any question, you'll have the option to set correct answers. When you click here, you can go through each question and check off the correct answer for each one. You can also change the score per question in case you want to weigh some questions more heavily than others. You will also see an end screen automatically added here that'll show employees their final score using variables. And of course, as always, you can also add additional end screens and create separate endings, like for those who pass or fail, for example. You can also go into settings and change whether you want to show your employees the correct answers as they're going through the quiz, or you can turn this off and only show a score at the end. And don't forget to add a question for name and email so that you can keep track of who has filled in the form and who's gotten that passing grade. So after some time in the company, you obviously want to check in on your employees and make sure that they are happy and engaged. And the most classic way to do this is through an employee engagement survey. But maybe you've never done one before and you're just not really sure what kind of questions to ask. That's where some of our AI features can come in handy. When you go to create your form, you can choose to create with AI. Then you can write a prompt and get AI to help you create an employee engagement survey. You can even specify certain question types or topics that you want to be included in the survey. Here, the more information that you can provide, the better tailored the survey will be for your business. You can also add our Clarify with AI content block. This allows AI to follow up on questions if the response is vague or missing information. So for example, I have this opinion scale question about company culture. If someone scores company culture 6 or less, I want to ask for some additional feedback. With the Clarify with AI block, I'll ask, how do you think the company culture could be improved? When someone is filling in this form and writes a vague answer like, it could be better, the AI will step in and prompt them for more details and information so that you can get more thorough and meaningful feedback that's easier to act on. Then when it comes time to interpret the results, you can use our Smart Insights feature to quickly see trends across the company. So those are just a few of the ways that you can use Typeform to design a more personalized and engaging employee experience. We have some related guides in our Help Center to help give you a more step-by-step walkthrough on how to create some of these forms utilizing our most powerful features. So make sure you check that out in the Typeform Help Center. And for more tips and tricks and use cases on how to use Typeform, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel.